It feels like every month I say, okay, this is the month that I am going to get everything together. And then I spend the first week of the month trying to remember what I was trying to get together in the first place. So today, we're going to fix that feeling together. Today, I'm walking you through 7 lists that actually make your monthly planner work for real human beings like us. The chaotic, forgetful, gremlin energy people. And spoiler, none of them require color coding, washi decorating, or pretending you know where your label maker is. The first list you're going to create is a goals list. And I know you just rolled your eyes at me, but please don't click away. Because I'm not talking about big, audacious goals. I don't want you to sit down and figure out how to manifest a yacht, is what I'm saying. I want you to finally schedule that dentist appointment. I want you to cancel that recurring subscription that you don't use anymore. We are talking just 3 to 5 things that will genuinely make next month easier for you. Because if you write down huge things like, I'm going to learn Italian in November, your planner is going to roll its eyes at you. And I probably will too. Now, as an easy example, a couple of my goals for November are to leave the house once a week and get my hair cut. Because we are looking for small, measurable, easy goals only on this list. Think of it as like a pep talk in bullet form. Easy, breezy, not difficult schmifficult. The second list you're going to create is a shopping list. And I'm not talking like a grocery list, okay? Listen, I have needed a new rolling pin for months, but I never seem to be able to remember to look for one when I'm walking around an actual store. And I bet that there's stuff in your house that desperately needs to be replaced, but you don't think about it because it's just rattling around up there along with everything else. And then you go to use that thing and you're like, oh, that's right, I hate this thing, or this thing doesn't even work anymore and I was just at TJ Maxx. That is what makes this list so deceptively powerful. It not only helps you remember the things that you genuinely need, but it can also help you make sure that you're getting that stuff at the best price. So it's cost saving and sanity saving. So say you come across a sale on vegetable peelers and you have it written down that you need to replace your vegetable peeler because maybe, I don't know, you accidentally threw it away with the apple peelings last time you used it. That may or may not have actually happened to me. But because you have it written down, you can pick that up with no guilt. But if you come across a sale on toothpick holders and you don't need a toothpick holder and you have a list that confirms you do not need a toothpick holder, then you're not going to be pressured into buying one because it's only $1.25. Doesn't matter, you don't need it. So just keep a running list of things that you need in your planner or just on a Post-it note in your purse, whatever works best for you. And then when you're out and about, you are armed and dangerous in a super adult kind of way. And future you will thank past you for not buying a 10th spatula because you didn't need it. List number 3 is a master to-do list. This one is your brain dump. Every single rogue thought that starts with, I really need to, or I should probably do, that's what's going to go on this list. You're not organizing it yet. You're just exercising the to-do demons out of your brain and getting them onto paper. Because when you keep 50 tasks open in your brain, they start to just multiply like wet gremlins after midnight. Once it's on paper, you can finally pick the ones that matter. And you can let the rest of it go until you have the spoons to attack it later. Plus, once your tasks are on paper, they are not as huge and impossible as they seem when they're in your head. When you find yourself one checkmark away from a dopamine spike, those things become so much easier to tackle. So this doesn't have to be a must-get-done list. It can just be a would be nice if I could finally get off my ass and get to it list. Any way you want to do this is going to be powerful for you. List number 4 is bill due dates. You know that moment when you get a letter from the electric company reminding you that maybe they'd like to get paid and your soul completely leaves your body? Yeah, this list is going to keep that from happening ever again. I know that confronting money can be scary. And I also know that in this day of auto pay, you might not even think about your bills. But seeing in black and white how many subscription services you are paying for every single month is super eye-opening. So just create a list of every bill that you pay, the date that it's going to come out of your account, and how much it's costing you. Financial anxiety deserves its own checkmark, and there is something so weirdly satisfying about writing the word paid in bold, bright red ink. It's really helpful to just keep you focused on where your money is going. And, it can probably help you save some money in the long run because you are probably paying for subscriptions that you don't even use anymore. And you're not going to know that until you write them all down. List number 5 is a pantry inventory. And look, this one sounds super boring until you really stop and think about how much money and stress it can save you to do this once a month. Half the reason that meal planning fails is that we forget what we even have on hand, and we've got stuff rotting in the fridge and canned goods going bad in the cupboards. I finally built myself a full meal planner that includes a refrigerator inventory, a pantry inventory, and a freezer inventory. And if you want one too, it is available in my shop, link down below. But honestly, if you have to, just grab a piece of paper and list out all the food that you have in your kitchen. You would be shocked at how many meals you can make with what you already have on hand. And since you're the one that bought that food, I assume that it's things that you already like. There are thousands and thousands of videos and blogs that can teach you how to cook from your food that you already have on hand. And they really are a time, money, and sanity saver. Doing a full kitchen audit once a month is going to save you so much money, and it will actually end up saving you time and brain space because you won't be standing in the grocery store staring at the chickpeas wondering if you already have some. You'll already know because you just looked. List number 6 is a cleaning project. You're going to pick one zone per month to conquer, and you are going to break down everything you have to do into tiny, easy to accomplish steps. When I did my first Sunday Scaries body doubling video, I tackled this closet back here, and I just made a list. We're going to pull all of the boxes out and break them down. We're going to get rid of the garbage. We're going to organize the Christmas decorations. I knew step by step what I had to do to get that closet conquered. And now it is. And once a space is conquered, it is easier to keep clean. So it's just another way to alleviate stress from your brain and your body. And you don't need it to be like a YouTube or Instagram worthy before and after shot. It just needs to be at least a little bit better. You want to stop tripping over the same box every single month when you go to get whatever it is out of the closet. Pick your zones, break your tasks down, and just give yourself check marks. You can put down 30 things and do one thing a day, but I highly encourage you to try this and see if it doesn't make your home and your life just a little bit easier. And the 7th list is a media to consume list. And honestly, this one's my favorite because it's the most fun one. Is it going to be fun to sit down and write down all the stuff that you have to do to clean out your closet? No. But is it going to be fun to sit and brainstorm all the movies and the podcasts and the TV shows that you want to watch? Hell yeah, it is. Because how much time do we waste when we have, it's 8 o'clock on a weeknight and you don't want to start a project, but you'd like to watch something. But you scroll through all your subscriptions for 30 minutes. You can't pick out what you want to watch. You can't remember anything that you said you were going to watch. So you end up rewatching New Girl for the 11th time and doom scrolling at the same time. And no hate to New Girl because I absolutely watch New Girl at least once a year. But if you make it a point to sit down at the beginning of the month and make a list of I want to watch Bake Off every Friday and I want to watch that new Ed Gein documentary and I want to watch this thing and I want to watch the New Heights podcast with Taylor Swift because I still haven't gotten around to it yet. Whatever it is, just make a list of the books and the podcasts and the TV shows and the movies that you want to watch so you have a list dedicated that you can pick from when you have downtime to do so. Plus, it's just super fun to list out your favorite stuff and to have something to look forward to coming up. So if you only do one of these, I highly suggest you make it number 7. So those are the 7 lists that I put in my planner every month to help give me direction without locking me into a constrictive box that I'm just going to fight against all month. Because remember, planning is not about perfection. It's about replacing your rolling pin before you're halfway through making a batch of cookies. If you want to peek at that meal planner that I talked about earlier, it is linked in my shop down below. No worries if you don't, that's cool, but I have to tell you that meal planning has saved my butt more times than I can count. And if you want a good planner, I got you. Otherwise, if you found this video helpful or at the very least mildly entertaining, please don't forget to smash all those YouTube buttons for me and leave me a comment below and let me know which one of these lists you are most likely to try first, or if you love all of them and you're going to implement these as you're setting up your November planner. I would love to hear about it. I love you so much and I will see you next time. Bye.